something that 97% of a lot of companies in Japan are doing. A lot of the companies there are family owned, and you see a lot of second generation, third generation, or even fourth generation. So this is really a good option for us. This is just a proposal, guys. So and the steps on how to do it is actually very simple. Number one, we create a corporate entity. And basically, that basically means if we create a corporate entity, then each and every individual, each and every heir has a voice, equal voice. So on paper, officially, everyone has an equal voice. Okay. Second, if the tax declarations are converted into titles and housed under the corporation, we have more leverage to sell at a higher price. Again, selling is still the best option because that has been the default, the de facto strategy for financial gain. So if we are able to all the 6 lands are titled from tax declaration to a titled document, then housed it under an organization or a corporation, then we will all have leverage if somebody wants to buy it. Say, for example, the services, or the big guns in the province. Again, if that is our option. Okay? Now, on the other hand, if selling is still a challenge despite the transfer of documents to the corporation, now the corporation would have assets. And if you have assets, we can always go to the bank. And when we go to the bank, we can request for loans. So when we request for loans, usually they would ask you, okay, say for example, Vergara Corporation or Hacienda Adelaide or whatever, it's your choice what name you want. Okay, what do you have? We have assets, we have land assets. Can you evaluate? Or usually the banks would usually evaluate at 60%, not the whole price of the land. We won't use all the land as collateral. We need to have some reserves. Maybe among the 3, we get 2 or 3, and then go to the bank and show them, hey, we have some land. Would you be able to loan us? So what happens whenever the loan is processed? The title is handled by the bank. That will be their security. Okay. Then they give us money, and then once we have the money, we can start doing something small, big, depends on how much they are giving us, as a loan. Okay. Then we can explore potentials, in the area. Every time I go to, whenever I do business in Dumaguete or Bacolod, I usually find time to cross Gihulgan. And it seems to be challenging, of course, because it's in the middle of both big cities. But the potential is there, market is zero, not really zero, but really low as compared to the big guns like Bacolod or Dumaguete. So there is really huge potential. There is no other way but up, Maybe we can set up like, maybe a few 7-Eleven stores, in that area, or maybe a supermarket. A lot of ideas, but I think that will be for the next session. Okay? So, these are the future plans. Sell the assets, which is still the de facto strategy of the family, which that's okay, no problem. Or, since we have been trying this selling strategy for decades, but we're not really successful. So maybe we can try another strategy, which is to create a family corporation, get money, do business, and no matter how small, at least there is some revenue for everyone. Equally divided among the heirs. Okay, and it will grow definitely with the right strategy, with the right business, with all talented individuals in this meeting. I think we can bring in our expertise and try to come up with something, good business practices. Okay, so these are the future plans: to sell, which is still the de facto strategy, or to create a family corporation, which is an alternative for us to potentially create revenue for everyone. Okay? The next slide. This is pretty much the situation of our proposed corporate entity. Of course, each and every family has their own opinion, and we respect that. But it would be nice to explore the possibility of setting up one, so at least we can already move forward. If if we go to option number 2, no? Right. Now that's pretty much the presentation for today. I'll open the floor for discussions. For us to have some ideas from everyone. So again, this is the situation. Just to review. So 6 lands, all tax declarations and documentation, lawyer fees haven't been paid, I believe, for the recent transaction, and there will be more recurrent fees. What are the future plans? Sell the assets as a de facto strategy, no problem, or to create a family corporation for us to explore possibilities of doing business in the asset with these rich valued assets, land. Again, land does not depreciate. It always increases in terms of value. But again, how can we make value if we are not productively using it to our advantage? Okay. All right. Open discussions. I'll stop share, and then maybe what we can do, so we will not get chaotic in terms of suggestions. Maybe just raise your hand, and then digitally, then maybe we can call everyone one by one. Okay. So I open the floor for everyone. Who would like to talk first? Like some suggestions or anything? Hi, Mark. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Good evening.
Naka-mute yata.
Hi, Jailord. Hi, Jailord. Hi. Welcome.
Naka-mute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, any thoughts? How do you find it?
Okay, I want to talk.
Tita Nelia, please. Thank you, Tita Nelia.
Okay, I am the only heir of this land. I am already 85 years old. Now, I would like to let everybody have a chance to participate, either we sell or not. Now, I have a proposition. There's a lot of people interested on that land, but the big off for them is taxes have not been paid since my dad and my mom died. Okay? Now, I would like to have that place, that tuway, that's the smallest among all the properties that we have, is less than 3 hectares. If we could pay the taxes and people are willing to buy it. I will give you an example of Congressman Parash, which is relative also. Now, he was in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we talked because who is a friend of ours. And he was asking me about our land. I said, oh, it's still there, it's still in our name, because he was planning on having a resort. Now, and then somebody told him, you're going to buy the Vergara's property, you'll have a lot of problems. Number one, taxes have not been paid when the parents died. And then there's a lot of them that don't get along. Okay? So, we bought McKinley. McKinley, I was there in the grand opening last March when I was there. build a good Olympic size, two Olympic size swimming pool. It has a hotel right there, and very successful. So everybody, a lot of people wanted to do the same thing. I have looked at the place. Why is by the seashore and also in the highway. It's a very good location, very fertile. So my suggestion is if somebody is willing to pay for the tax on a particular land, and then we can sell that to people. Right now they are off because of the taxes that is not being paid. Now if somebody can pay the tax, vote to why, and then we can sell it or to divide it. Now tell me frankly, if you are on my idea, if you agree my proposition, if not, why you won't agree with my idea? May anybody respond to that? Anybody want to talk about?
Okay, Marjo, you're on.
So I'm new to this whole thing, this whole conversation. How much are the taxes? And can you convert it to American dollars?
Tuwek.
I think Elsa can help us on that.
Oh, unmute mo si
I
Elsa
think Elsa
ngayon.
has the latest figures for
Unmute Elsa.
the taxes
Wala si Elsa.
incurred by the land. So I think it's Elsa, do you have some idea?
Where's Elsa?
Baka nandun kay Marisa.
Di ba?
I think
That's
she's
a good
offline.
question, Mary Jo. So maybe Elsa,
Elsa, can you hear us? How much are the taxes?
Okay. I can answer that. I have an idea. It's about 12 for the tax of Dubai.
12 million. Louis, 12 million.
12 million. Okay, that's $140,000.
Who?
200.
Magkano?
Yeah, 200.
Ganda.
$230,000.
$230,000.
Mary Jo. 220, 230, yeah. Make it 250, just to close the gaps. Yeah.
200.
Okay, so Tita Nelia, that's good information. Maybe we can research that to make to get really the actual price of the land. Maybe if Tuwai is something very interesting for someone of interest, then maybe it depends on the valuation of Tuwai, and then maybe we can minus it. So that's a huge amount for everyone, I guess. You know, so $250,000 is it's a big number. So Tita Nelia, maybe there is no definite answer right now as to who would probably have the interest to shoulder the taxes, you know, for it to be sold. You know? Yeah. So maybe in our next session or next meeting, we can come up with some strategies, Tita Nelia. Yeah.
Louis, can you repeat what you just said? Because there was a lot of feedback. Tita Nelia cannot hear. So just repeat
Yeah.
once again, please.
So, based on the 12 million peso, Mary Jo asked how much is the estimated total of taxes. It's 12 million pesos, which is approximately around
Nawala yung feedback kay Mary Jo.
yeah,
So maybe balance
$230,000.
from
No?
So I've been telling her.
So ideally, if we want to
So
sell
dapat mag-mute siya.
the
Yeah.
Tuwai, then obviously it should be higher than
Everybody's
taxes incurred.
muted.
Again, depends. No?
Except her.
So we can,
Kasi pala naman
I can talk
nakamute.
to
May message siya.
Elsa about it and really drill down as to the actual cost
Walang mute siya.
and the total valuated price of the land, so we can see if the family can make money out of it. If somebody wants to buy, everybody wants to sell, etc., etc. Yeah.
Okay, I have another idea.
Yes.
And so that why we can pay the taxes of all the land that we own. Because that's the one that's holding the people buying on any of our land that taxes is not paid. So if we sell Tuay, we can pay the taxes of the rest of the land and will be divided equally to all the heirs. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
Magkano ba mabibenta yun?
Yeah, we heard you, Tita Nelia.
Okay.
Ano? You raise
Any
the-
other thoughts? Julie?
Tita.
Or-
You have to go.
Huh?
You have to raise.
Raise my
Dear
hand.
Lord Culabro, you have anything to say?
Malo, okay, raise your, sige Malo, turn on your iPad. You're on mute on iPad. Go ahead.
Speak.
Tita, if ever mabenta yon, you have any idea how much it would cost? Or how much revenue?
She doesn't know.
Question is for
200 million, I believe.
That's, I feel like we need to settle with the taxes. Taxes first.
200 million.
Then we'll talk about- Yes.
Palan, can you try muting your mic para mawala yung yung feedback?
Hindi. Hindi ko makita.
200 million. Wow.
Are we done?
Yes. It's a gold property. Kanta, could you please help me dahil people
Okay, I'll mute you now, huh? Are we done? You ask finish
Yeah.
question.
Hello?
Yes.
Palan.
Yes.
Ikaw pala, do you have any opinion? Do you have any suggestions?
Kaya ba, the price of tuwai is very expensive. I know it. Kay, ang Bayawan gani, Bayawan, just the same distance of tuwai and you're from Dumaguete, you know, they are very expensive already there because it's a beachfront. And beachfront is really very expensive, I know it. And it's precious property because it's also a highway and a beachfront. So if you do business, so for investors, it's very attractive. But of course, there's no title yet. I don't know how to solve that problem.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Palan. So Tita Nelia have something to say. Tita Nelia, what are you gonna say?
I know how one is somebody will pay the tax. And we know that the property is very important because it's by the seashore and
Yes.
also by the highway. That's exactly what Paras, Congressman Paras, who was here that we talked, that's what he decided to develop it. I was there last year in the grand opening last March.
Yeah.
So people will buy it if the taxes
Okay.
are
Ano yung
paid.
tax?
That's the big
Huh?
turn off of buyer. Now, if we could do that, sell that property, we can redeem other properties, pay all the taxes from the proceeds of Tuay, and it will be divided equally to all the heirs, and or it can be subdivided and it will be taking care of the heirs. So those are the suggestions that I have. Somebody buys it, then we pay all the taxes, and then all the land we can sell whatever we want to do. Because right now, only one of the cousins are making use of it. Now, I'll give you an example. We sold a property in the city. One of your cousins sold it. We never have a share, even a penny. Okay? That's very unfair. And then when I went 3 years ago, I saw a Tuwai. It was improved. One is enjoying it, planted tobacco, corn, and the coconuts are still there. He is the one enjoying it with us without any penny. Now another property that we have, I was there in Martilo. That same guy is making money. He is building a parking lot and it's existing right now. People are renting. People have small stores, they are renting, and who is that? That same guy that took advantage of Tuwai, same thing with Martilo. Are we going to wait for another thing? Why can't we solve that? That's the proposition that I am going to have. Because I don't think so. I will live any longer. I'm 85. You all are younger. Can we do that and be fair to the other cousins of yours who are in need? There are some cousins of yours that cannot send their children to school because they don't have enough funds. Why won't we give them a chance? Okay? That's all I'm appealing. Divide it equally. In fact, 3 years ago when I saw that this guy is taking advantage of Tuwai, I hired a lawyer to represent us so that he won't go any further. I did not ask any fund from all of you. Okay? Just to save that. But if whoever, like the plan that I have, we sell that twice so that we can pay the taxes. So, I want to be paid of the advance money that I have spent in that land. The lawyers pay, and there are other things. So, anything to say about it?
Auntie, good morning everyone. Louie, Baray.
Hi, Baray. Good morning. I'll see you later, Baray. I'll see you later. Yeah. Baray, go ahead.
I'm about to board my plane, but I will be having dinner tonight with Louie. So what we are talking now is only the real estate taxes. But first, we have to pay the inheritance tax, and this will be computed upon the death of our grandparents. So yun yung una talaga, that is the first thing that we have to consider, because what we are talking about, the taxes is only the real estate taxes, that is an annual fee. But we have to pay the inheritance tax, and this will be computed for all the properties of Lula Daida and Lula Kapit. So that will be a big amount of money. We cannot transfer anything. That's why we were not able to transfer one of the problems that we were not able to transfer the title to the Series Liner because we have not yet paid the inheritance tax.
Good point, Baray. Good point.
Guys, I have to go. I will just talk to Louie tonight. We will be having dinner tonight in Manila.
Okay. I'll see you.
Bye.
Maybe, maybe in connection to what Baray mentioned, I took an initiative to talk to some good lawyers who are based in Dumaguete, and they basically mentioned that there are ways to aggregately come up with a reduced cost for all the assets. So, yun lang naman. I'll continue with the discussions with these lawyers, good friends of mine, and let's see how things progress in terms of aggregating all the land and come up with the sum that is not so painful on our pockets, no, so to speak. So, okay. Yeah, that's a good point from Baray, Tita Nelia. Any other thoughts from everyone?
Bye-bye, see you next time. Bye-bye, see you next time.
I just want to be thankful first to Louis, who is giving us time and effort to save this property. So let's cooperate. If you want his idea, say it, say yes. Don't just keep quiet there and then talk on the back and do your comments. That's very unfair. Okay? Let's treat each other. Let's love each other. Whatever grudges you have with each other, forgive it. Forget. Let's solve this problem.
Yeah, yeah, Tita. Actually, Tita Nelia, that's a good point because this is really more of a volunteer effort, and it's good, because it's an opportunity for us to engage, and like what you said, move forward. So, and I think by doing business, you know what? I have also some ideas. When I visited, I think with the rest of the family, we visited the Tuay area with Elsa. I was kind of looking at the geographic location, and then my bearing when I was facing the sea, it was pointing towards Toledo in Cebu, no? And sabi ko nga, wow, it could be a good trading post, from Cebu to Dumaguete, to Giogan. And the Tuay itself is it's big enough for us to put several warehouses, where we can have it rented for temporary storage of goods coming from Cebu, and then sold to the community, something like that. But it's really an idea that's that automatically came to my mind. But again, selling is an option. If that is the pleasure of the body, I think we will go with whatever everyone says. That's just for convenience for everyone. Yeah. Any other thoughts?
I just had a question. I know you guys are always group chatting, but it's usually in Tagalog and I don't understand. Who is opposed to us becoming a corporation and selling the land as a family? Do we have people opposing?
John, did you get that? What Gina said? Who is opposing? Meaning, sinong ayaw ibenta? Gina, I'm just translating. So,
Yeah.
sino ang against? If you have any suggestions, this is your time to express how you feel and what your thoughts are. So Gina's asking, who is opposed? Who does not want to sell? Who does not want to incorporate? Now is your time to speak.
Gina, that's a good comment, no? I think the corporate idea was really more of an alternative because the selling strategy wasn't really pushing through. Again, because of a lot of dependencies, documentation, fees, etc., etc. But again, I think for the majority, particularly for half of those who didn't fill the corporate document, these people want to sell. It's okay, as a matter of fact, no problem about it. But to everyone, I think my proposal is, while we are not yet successful in our selling strategy, maybe we can, in parallel, work out a corporate strategy also. No? And it's not gonna take time. It's just gonna be like after transferring all the documents. I think transferring the inheritance tax to an actual title by itself, it's in my estimate, it won't cost too much, because those land are not productive anyway. So the cost is really, it's really low. So if we are able to do that while waiting for some selling to happen, let's work on another path also. Because again, we were trying to sell it for decades already, but no success. But still, selling strategy is there, no problem. Let's try to sell as much as we can. But in the meantime, we'll also set up something will set up a house for the remaining lands that are not yet being sold. No? So that's the idea. No? It's really complementary to to everyone. No? Sell at the same time, set up something. You know, and all I need from everyone is just to get your nod, no? Your agreement, your a fixture to the document that you're reading, and just put your name. It won't cost too much. It's not gonna cost an arm and a leg to register a corporation. And once we have the house, I will work on the lawyers and see if they can transfer it to the house. No? And then if it's in the house already, if it's in the corporation, it can still be sold. No, I mean no problem. No, we won't proceed with the bank thing or loan. No problem. No, again, it all depends on the decision of everyone. We can still sell if the land is in the corporate house already. Again, we still go for a votation. You want to sell or not? That's good. No problem. It has to be equal voice for everyone. No? Yeah. No?
Okay. Okay. Collaborate, you have something to say? Someone wants to
Yes, po, ate. For me, I prefer to say loan actually because we have the last without any loan. Okay, and now we're going to agree for a loan. No, I'm not into loans. I'm into selling.
Me too.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Can I give suggestion, Tita?
Yeah. The floor is open.
Who is this?
Sino to? Identify
The
yourself.
beautiful one. It's Belinda.
Oh,
There's
Belinda.
no beautiful. There's no ugly in the family. Okay. Actually, I'm just suggesting because actually this is happening already on my mother's property. So I don't know if you read Tito Edgar Teves about land at Cantumpa. So what happened for that one? I don't know how Inday arranged it, but mostly yung bumibili sa amin is we have the agreement in a document to the buyer that we will sell it. It depends upon the price. However, they will be the one to pay for all the taxes. I don't know of how Inday negotiate to Tito Edgar, but Tito Edgar accepted. Actually, it's already paid. Although noon, it's only an installment basis paid. It's paid for a year for all of us monthly. It's a standard one. It's not a full cash. However, kung interesado siguro si Mr. Paras, then I don't know of how to convince the Mr. Paras of that, na sila ang magkakasundo tayo sa price, and then they will be the one to shoulder all the taxes, including the inheritance tax. I don't know that will work. Ayun ang nangyari sa amin kay Tito Ed. I don't know kung bakit hindi pwede kay Paras.
Okay.
Who is the Paras? Yung sabi mo, Tita nga, interested sa tuway. Huli na, bumili na sila. The resort is already built. I was there last March, with the grand opening. But he had a plan to do that to Tuwai. But because of the taxes again, and the disagreement of the heirs, somebody had permission not to go through. So he built a resort in McKinley, which is a property of the brother of Pamino, the Garat. It's too late now. But whatever, I will say again, I'll say one more time, okay? Whatever happens to what property, I'm sure it would be repeated. But there's people that we want to do that suicide thing. It should be approved by all the heirs to avoid like a problem that you had. Only one made the decision to do that. Okay. But it's not gonna happen to us. Everybody has to decide. Okay, Louis.
Opo.
Meron ka, hindi ko, do you have an idea if how that works? Yung bang you will negotiate with the buyer regarding with they will be the one to settle the tax? Kasi I don't have an idea of yung mga policies or yung mga how ang mga dadaanan ng mga na magbabayad ng lahat. However, meron ka bang idea if ever what yung is that kasi meron kaming pinirmahan na gano'n ang mangyayari sa property namin kay Manny. So
Yeah.
yun, ito nagpa-process na sa kanyang transferring it to her name, the title already.
Yeah, Tita Baby. Yeah, thank you. I believe I've heard situations like that wherein the buyer shoulders the other costs. You know, in that particular case, there will be the prices will definitely go low because they will claim that they have to spend this, to spend that. You know, so I think it's possible. I will ask Tita Baby. I will ask. My lawyer friends and see if that's possible.
Belinda to Louis, this is Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. Belinda.
Okay.
Tanungin ko yan, Belinda, I will ask. I think it's workable, but again, I think the backfall is it will be lower cost for the land. No? But again, we can get independent numbers from reputable valuation agencies and see how it goes. So we know we're not shortchanged. Okay, yeah. All right. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else?
J-Lord,
J-Lord? Hi,
because
hi.
do you have a potential buyer? Do you want to talk about that right now, J-Lord?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
There were a few people asking about the property, but you know, it's still in the process of talking to them. That they were, because I posted it in my Facebook, so then a few people asked about the property, the title, everything, and then so. No, that's what I can say for now. And I think I have a copy here for from 1974 to 2018 in Tuay alone in the beach property. I have a copy of the taxes that we are going to pay. It's I think from 1974 to 2018. It's only 73,886 pesos. That's not millions.
No, I
I haven't
think the taxes, J-Lord, you're probably right. That's a good information. But I think Baray mentioned also you know how the process goes whenever somebody dies and then the assets are being transferred to the children. You know that takes a lot of money. You're just selling. Technically, you're selling it to the children, and you know whatever happens, the taxman always gets the money. You know. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a huge challenge because you're talking about 3 generations. No?
Yeah.
Probably it's gonna take millions. For taxes, probably I totally agree. It could be lower, but
Yeah,
transfer and it's only a tax declaration. We have to convert it into a title. No?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but maybe the local stuff I can coordinate with Elsa. No. In the interest of time, of course, I'd like to just minimize it into 1 hour because everyone is, time zone differences, etc., etc.
But I also had another proposal. What if we are going to divide the property accordingly, equally to everyone, and then they'll just divide it, and then yung sila na lang magpapatax on the title of the property.
That's a good point, J-Lord. How do you intend to divide?
We should there's what you call that geodetic engineer that would divide the property equally to every year, and then after that yung i-raffle na kung sino yung makakuha. I mean, can everybody translate it to English? Like, magpa-raffle tayo kung sino yung makakuha ng share, kung sino yung, hindi na ibig sabihin nung dapat ako sa beach, dapat ako sa highway, dapat ako sa dito. It's not. By numbering, mag-raffle tayo, and then kung sino yung makakuha because it's a gift, kung sino yung makuha, wala na siyang magreklamo, it's okay. Bigay mo sa kanya, and then siya na magpa-title doon.
Okay, so in summary, Jailor, what you propose is that we go for measurement from a professional geodetic engineer and then subdivide it according to
Everybody's
then
happy.
how to allocate it according to individual would be by raffle. Right?
Okay, I agree with that. Let's hire a professional surveyor and then divide that land equally. And I like the suggestion of having a raffle instead of I want to be in the beach, I want to be in the highway. That's too hard.
Right.
He wants the prime area. But if we have the surveyor and then divide it equally and pull the names.
Yeah, lottery, put it lottery, I think.
For all the lands? Isn't that
Yeah, all the
harder?
lands, yes.
Gina, what
Wouldn't that be harder to divvy up? Or
to divide it?
I'm with whatever the majority does, so I mean,
Ano na?
Me
I-explain mo sa mga hindi Amerikano.
Yeah.
whatever y'all decide.
Ano ba yun?
Right. So maybe what I can do, I can confer
How do you come up with
with
something?
our cousin Elsa, who has been with
Kala ko
us
sa kabayo.
working on this
From that term.
exciting phase of the lands for so many years. So I'll talk to Elsa and Tita Nelly, of course, and see what's happening from in the local scene. Maybe there are 3 things that I have in mind. Number one, to to really get the total amount of costs for us to manage the transfer. Number two, to see how we are able to how long can we be able to transfer these documentations from tax to title. And last but not the least, to highly consider Jailord's idea of getting a genetic engineer and trying
Palang,
to.
can you mute yourself, please? Palang, can you mute?
Or just end the call.
Kasi I'm going to 62 years from now, and for good. And I feel like
Okay, who's talking right now? Who's talking?
Jailord.
Okay, Jailord.
Sorry.
Palang, can you mute, please? Okay. Okay, Jailord, say it again.
I've been waiting for a long time. I really wanted to go back. I feel like going back to the Philippines. Not very soon, like 2 years from now, and then I feel like I want a portion of the property. I just feel it like I don't know. I mean, it's nice to be. I was born there. I was raised there. I knew the places. I knew the people. So, pag bibili pa tayo ng iba, if we have to buy land from, we have already the property there. So, I
It's
think
not
that's another
meaningful.
option. That's another option also.
Okay. I am with your concern, Jailord. You're 62, I'm 85. And I don't know when the air that comes to my nose when it will start coming out.
Hey,
So that's not making it now. Please, let's do it.
yes.
So, I think
Louis,
you'll be
You have to unmute yourself.
you live
Saan
longer,
ba?
like 100 plus. So
No, that's what you think. I don't know.
na-mute natin dito.
Good thinking
Natatanong ako.
and the good looks. Okay?
Weren't we having a reunion in the Philippines?
yes, it is
Wasn't
okay.
that put out there? In a couple of years? I don't know who put it
Hello,
out
hello.
there, but-
Can you hear me?
Gina's talking.
Oh, Gina, you first.
No, I'm finished. I said, didn't we have a family reunion planned in a couple of years in the Philippines?
maybe
We are planning to have a family reunion on the 2026 year.
Okay.
I have a question, Louis. Sometime maybe last year, I heard the previous administration had some reprieve of taxes, especially, particularly yung mga real estate tax na ganon. Has that window closed down on us or it's still open?
Well, they regularly offer that reprieve in taxes, so it should be manageable. But again, looking at two entities of computation, taxes is quite manageable, but the transfer, what Baray mentioned, it's something that we have to deal with. No? So we have to do something extrajudicial. But again, not in this forum right now. Maybe
Okay.
in the next sessions we can get more updates with once I confer more with my lawyer friends and Elsa and Tita Nelia and everyone. Hi, Mark.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. It's me, Mark here, one of the youngest of the youngest. Sorry, I'm running out of battery, but I just want to thank you, Louis, for doing this. We should be grateful to see each other. And then my input is, if I could request for everyone to have a soft copy, so everyone can have their own voice, and they can think, and then I'm good for the good. So either way, sell or either way, keep or whatever is good, I'm good. So I gotta go, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Same thing with everyone. It's already 9 o'clock. I know in the interest of time. We did a lot of discussions today. Thank you, everyone. Cousins from Tanelia. And I'll probably summarize what we discussed, 10 bullet points. And then on the chat, and then maybe we'll schedule another meeting. But rest assured that we'll try to do something moving forward after this. No? So, yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Bye, cousins.
Bye, cousins. Bye.
Thank you. We want one picture, everyone. Maybe one picture. Show
Sige nga, sino kukuha?
You have one camera. Wala na. Anyway, okay. I'll just take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Ayos.
Tingnan mo yung meron akong nakita na mud crab.
Alam ko na yung
Farming.
tinignan ko na kagabi.
Tingnan mo?
Lima. Picture. Kakalat ka eh! Ayos! O paano? Yun, yun tayong TV.
Tingnan natin. Yung